Hey kids, it's Dean from Crypto the WonderDog Show. Today's show is sponsored by Flavor. Build the best home bar that fits your taste. I am a whiskey drinker. I love whiskey. They invited me to be part of their family of people who enjoy to take part in the elixirs of the gods, which is bourbon. They sent me this little box full of bourbons. They snuck in a bottle of scotch. I'm not a big scotch drinker, but they slipped one in there anyway. It comes in this cool little prepackaged box. It's got a foam insert. It's got 3 little vials full of tasty whiskeys. The first of which was a Breckenridge bourbon. Came with a little card. It had all of their flavors on it. The second one was Few Rye Whiskey. I was introduced to rye whiskey a little bit ago. Love it. Just absolutely love it. Third one was like I said, a scotch. It's a Kilchoman McAir Bay single malt scotch whiskey. It's a little more smoky than I prefer. And pelty. I don't know who came up with that word pelty. It's as if you're a skateboarder running down the hill and you hit a pebble. And the first thing that hits the ground is your mouth on the pavement. I would imagine that would come up a little pelty. So as ridiculous as that sounds, it wasn't as bad as I thought. And as I may not be ordering that for myself, maybe some of the scotch drinkers out there may enjoy it. Like I said, this show is sponsored by Flavor. Go to their website, flavor.com. Not only do they have a nice selection of whiskeys, but they also have a nice selection of tequila, gin, cognac, rum, rye, bourbon, scotch, and other things. But not only do is it great to go there and get their little sample or every few months, but you get a great price on some of the fine liquors you wouldn't find at your normal corner liquor store. Check it out today, flavor.com. All right, kids, we're going to start the show now. All right, kids, I was at FINTECHWORLD this past week, March 5th, on my birthday. Thank you. Met Dr. Wallace Lynch from Alpha Token. Now, Dr. Wallace Lynch is the founder of Alpha Token. He is also a serial entrepreneur, graduated from Columbia University with a Ph.D., seasoned tech media expert, startup community connector, founder of HSHub, and co-founder of SVACE. Take a listen to the interview I had with this great speaker, and just a lovely velvety voice to listen to. Sit back and enjoy the conversation I had with Dr. Wallace. We have Dr. Wallace Lynch, Alpha Token Foundation. Dr. Wallace, great having you on the show today.
Thank you.
So tell me about what got you into this stuff here.
All right, great. So token economy has been pretty hot lately, but I believe most of the people don't get what it means for the future human society. And I discovered something very interesting. It's called Alpha Law that will bring our human economy to a new dimension of creation, especially in terms of the intellectual property. And I would like to introduce my product together with the theory that not just talk the talk, but walk the walk.
All right.
Yeah.
We'd like to see that. Yeah. And what exactly is the Alpha Token?
Okay. Alpha Token, in the nutshell, is the cryptocurrency for all digital content. By content, I mean text, graphics, audio, video, and most interestingly, metadata.
Metadata.
Yes.
Which is the important little nuggets of information that gets websites pushed to the top of the heap, right?
Yes, it's the data of the data. For example, your user profile, your behavior data, your GPS location data, So these data of the data is called metadata. So that's the most elusive but most useful data that tell the telltale truth.
Yes, because you can't really fake that. If you take a picture and it shows you took that picture March 5th, 2017, and you look in the data, it shows exactly when you took that picture.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. And how do you utilize that to for the token?
Okay. So let me ask you this question.
Sure.
How much time you spend on your cell phone every day?
More than I should. I know my wife not very happy about how much time I spend on it.
Then the second question is how much of those time that you spend are forced to read those commercials?
More time than I'd like, yeah.
All right. And basically our time is our life, and you are wasting your life watching the commercial.
Gotta
that's
hit skip on that thing. I'm waiting for that skip to pop up and hit it
Yeah.
so I can go to the next video.
And the key thing is you are not get compensated,
No.
right?
No,
So you should be paid to watch commercials.
I should be.
Yeah. And sometimes the commercial, you don't even know it's commercial, right? You read an article.
It looks like part of the video.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you don't
was I
even
watching
know
like,
that.
Oh, I got suckered into that one.
So you need to get paid. And thinking about that, we have about 4 billion online population. And what are the values are evaporating from us and into the air?
Yes.
Okay, the other side. Thinking about the content creator, you as a journalism personnel that you create a lot of content,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you are not fairly compensated through the current market.
I am not fairly compensated. No.
You know the pain point I'm
yes,
talking about.
Yes, I do.
All right? And these values are evaporated in the air as well. Even the network, even the Google, even the YouTube, not harvesting the full power of your content.
No.
Nobody gets it entirely.
No.
So it's evaporated. And talking about commercials, all right?
Yes.
Everybody hates commercial.
Yeah.
But whenever you want to do commercial or advertisement, how expensive is it, do you know?
It's huge.
And how much of those commercials really reach to the target audience? What percentage do you know?
Less than 1%, right?
Yeah, very, very low. So all these values are not streamlined in the content business. Why? Because we are still using the monetary system and the money that predated the Industrial Revolution. Whenever we traded for a horse, we are still using the same money trading the intellectual property nowadays.
Oh.
So
all
if
right.
you want to trade a different stuff, that you need to use different tools. If you want to fly, you don't just add more horses to the chariot. You need to invent an airplane or rocket. Otherwise, you're not going to fly.
Yes. Or reindeer.
Yeah. So this is the problem, because quite often we are looking at the business itself. Okay, the product is not good, the channel is not good, but we haven't looked at the fundamentals because we are using the wrong tool. Why? Because physical good and intellectual good are fundamentally different. Talking about physical good, wood, gold, diamond, coal, petroleum, all right? So these physical goods, they have its value curve. The highest value or the peak of the value is the moment before it hits the market, right? When it is virgin, then it has its full value. Once it's used, like if you buy a Mercedes, right? 100 grand.
Yes.
Before the moment that you step your foot on the gas pedal,
Yep.
it has its maximum value. And the longer you use it, the more you use it, the lower the value it is. But for the content, it's a totally different story. Say, this conversation we are having here that you have the copyright, right? At this moment, probably it's not going to worth a lot. But what if 10 years ago, 10 years later, that alpha token become another phenomenon that change how we trade information? Then how valuable after, say, 1 billion people listen to this news, this piece?
Yes.
How valuable it is.
Lots of value.
All right. So content does not only increase the value by creation, but also increase its value during the consumption. which is totally different from the physical good.
I just got that. That's great. Great how you brought that up. That's wonderful.
So how could you use the old money that designed to trade physical good to trade a new thing, which is the content, especially the digitalized content?
Yes.
You can't do that. So we need a whole new economic model. We need a whole new trading system and the blood cell of the whole circulation system, which is the money.
Yes.
And we are inventing it. This is Alpha Token, the cryptocurrency for the digital content.
What is Alpha Token? Alpha Token, or ATK, is a blockchain currency for digital content. The Alpha browser rewards you for your time and attention when creating or consuming content with Alpha tokens, a digital money like Bitcoin. It sets up a peer-to-peer content trading platform that enables the producers, consumers, and advertisers to interact directly without going through a centralized third party. On Alpha Browser, there are 3 types of content for the viewers: free content, paid content, and the content that can earn you money. As a content producer, you can post as paid content to earn money now, or buy more views to build up the viewer base and increase future income, or just offer your content for free. Advertisers get enhanced consumer engagement because consumers are rewarded for sharing more information about themselves while still maintaining their individual privacy. Reliance on third parties' ad networks can be eliminated. ATK creates a marketplace that is open source, transparent, and based on supply and demand. In our digitalized world, everything counts. Your creativity and labor, your time and attention are all measured and rewarded in the Alpha Browser. Use Alpha Browser and be a tokenaire.
Wow. I feel like I've just looked into the face of God.
You are looking at the face of the creator of the new content economy, because my background is in economics. So this is what I have been doing and have been teaching for so long. And in the last 10 years, I have been in the IT business myself.
Yeah.
IT entrepreneur as well.
Okay.
So from the academia side, I discovered that evaporation of value problem, and I try to use the right tool to resolve that problem. And cryptocurrency, blockchain, it is one way to crack the nutshell. So, I think it's a right balance, and the timing is right.
Yes, I think it is. And how were you introduced to blockchain and to the whole cryptocurrency world? How was that happen?
Interesting. I was in blockchain very, very early in 2012. This is the first time I bought my first Bitcoin.
You bought a Bitcoin? What?
I didn't sell.
How much did you pay for that?
That time was very cheap. At that time, I was an early believer and adopter, and I never sold them in large quantity because I believe it.
Yeah.
But I know at that time it was too early. So at that time, I was working on my previous project. And I know it's not time for building product on top of blockchain yet.
Yeah.
So I hold it until later on. And the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik, we're a good friend.
Wow.
In 2016, it is the first time he was properly introduced to Chinese market. I made an interview with him. I introduced him to the Chinese market. So I have been within and along with the crypto society for a long time. And it is the second time I try to tackle this evaporation of value problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened the first time?
The first one, we did not have blockchain. That was 10, 11 years ago.
Okay.
So before Satoshi published his white paper, before Bitcoin. So I was using other IT tool and the original money system. I didn't realize that the money system need to be revolutionized.
Yeah.
So it took me some time to realize what is the fundamental problem. So it is a long journey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still going, and it's just the beginning.
Yep, exactly.
Just the beginning of the journey.
The whole crypto economy, I believe it's still in its infancy.
Yeah.
Only a few people really understand its potential. Although people are talking about the era of cryptocurrency is coming, but very few people get it right.
Yeah, and they should be just, trinkling their money into it. Just get a little bit. Don't put everything into it, but just to trinkle into it, just enough to.
It's just like internet in the early 90s.
Yeah. Don't put everything into it, but it's great that the technology is it's hard for some people to explain and to
It's
understand.
a quantum leap. Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
It's a quantum leap, and it's an intersection between IT, algorithm, security, cryptology, and economics. So, for cryptocurrency project, I would say it has a higher requirement for the founders and founding team. So for an IT project, you can be an entrepreneur and you can be an IT professional that is probably good enough to put you at a pretty good position to found a good product. But for cryptocurrency product, you need to be an expert in blockchain and you need to be an expert in IT product. And you also need to be an expert in that specific user scenario. And the fourth requirement, you need to be an economist. Otherwise, you don't have a reason to issue a new token. Basically, you are printing money.
Yes, and that's what's happened to a lot of these ICOs.
The business model is not enough, and it is not a legitimate enough reason for
Fancy
you.
website, a well-written white paper, and a few bells and whistles, and they think they have themselves a valuable ICO. But no.
That's the early age of the rosier picture, the beautiful balloons or bubbles, let's put it this way.
Yeah.
But without these balloons and bubbles, the real deal will not emerge. If we look at those companies that nowadays are pendant pillar of our economy, Google, Amazon, LinkedIn, they all emerged from the rubbles of the last IT bubble.
Oh. Yes, that's, I
Yeah,
can see
so we for sure going to observe a lot of bubbles, but the real pearl is on the beach.
the real pearl.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, just like I asked a few other people, December 31st, 2018, what is Bitcoin going to be?
I would expect it to be around 25 to 30,000 US dollar.
That's what everyone says.
The importance of Bitcoin will gradually give its way to the newer version. So Bitcoin is the first generation of cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And Ethereum is a typical second generation. And the third generation is typically just like Alpha Token that what we created. It has the real value pegging in the real economy.
Yeah.
So from the third generation cryptocurrency, it really entered the social economy. So from now on, this is the real deal begins.
From now on.
Yes.
And we're going to be seeing a lot more of you. We're going to be hearing more about the Alpha Token and...
Definitely.
Yes.
We're going to be the easiest token economy out there because Alpha Browser, which is our ecosystem, will be very easy. People can view premium content and award and pay fairly to the content creator, and also proactively engage in commercial content to watch those commercial content and earn tokens. So
I love that.
People no longer are forced to read commercials.
They'll be looking for more commercials.
Yes, because this is what I need. If I want to buy a car, then I just look for a car's commercial. If I want to buy a pet, then I'm going to just look at the dog commercial, right? I'm not going to be forced to read commercials anymore.
So
And
these are
when-
going to be commercials that people are going to go out and seek the commercials.
Yes, so we give the decision-making back to the people and also give 100% of the fair earned money back to the hand of the content creator, and also we tremendously lower the cost of advertisement. So company can save a lot of budget on something that is supposed to do, like employee welfare or product development or just charity.
Yeah. Wow. And so this will probably really ramp up the amount of commercials that are going to be created. So people creating commercials are going to have a lot more work too.
Yes, exactly. So it's going to be a whole new big chunk of the economy added to the existing economy. So it's going to increase the employment opportunity in the macroeconomic scale. And also, because of the transaction costs are tremendously lowered, technically it can be lowered to zero, technically. So we will have a much more efficient and effective content economy with a much bigger pie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I look forward to seeing this. I'm going to follow this very closely. So people want to get a hold of you, or if they want to find out more about this technology, where do they go?
Very simple. Just atoken.org.
The letter A,
Yeah,
token.
just a token.
.org.
Because we are Alpha Token. This is the origin of the value of our human being, right?
The alpha of tokens.
Yeah, atoken.org.
Atoken.org. All
Yes.
right. Well, we're going to put that in the description below this video, audio, whatever you're listening to here. And make sure you go check that out. I'm not a financial expert or advisor, so you make your own decisions on this stuff, but it sounds like something that I'm going to be looking into absolutely. All right.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Wallace, great having you on the show today.
Thank you,
Thank
Dean.
you. Have a great day and appreciate this very much.
Sure, thank you.
Okay.